Yeah, I was lucky enough to do a whole 4 years with Lonnie Donegan, who was my hero and who started us all off, in between working with other people. That's just something I want people to know, because he was seminal to John Lennon, everyone, Ray Davis and Dave. I played with a lot of jazz again with our top session drummer Bobby Graham, who was a bit like the Hal Blaine of our scene. He was the drummer on You Really Got Me and All Day and All the Night. Mick tells this story, and loads of other hits, huge hits in Britain. He was like the Hal Blaine. So he said to me, I want to get playing again, let's play some jazz. So we did some Charlie Parker and stuff like that. As well, this is through the 80s, so I'm enjoying the jazz scene again, and just in my whatever standard I played, I was doing that. And then blues, I did the John Slaughter Blues Band. People in the UK would know John. He was Chris Barber's guitar player for many, many years. And it's a bit like playing with Stevie Ray Vaughan or someone like that. So that was all part of what I was doing. And so we're now at Kinks, 1996, we stopped touring. I carry on in the studio with Ray doing various projects. And then 1999, early 1999, Rod Argent hasn't played live for 20 years. His friend, John Dankworth, Cleo Lane, they live not far from where Rod used to live. And they made albums. Rod had played jazz piano on some of their jazz albums. John Dankworth built his own concert facility about 30 miles north of here. His big house had stables, and he converted the stables into a small concert venue, and he was raising money to build a bigger one, which is there now. It's a world-class 400-seat concert venue. So he said to Rod, you've had a long, involved career with music, I'm putting on various nights of different music. Will you do one night yourself? You can play some classical, some jazz, because Rod had done concerts playing classical. He's constant. So Rod said to me, I'll tell you what then, we'll get the original Argent together. I'll start the thing the whole evening playing classical. Then we'll get Bobby Graham, the drummer, and you and me will do some jazz. And this is what the venue was all about. John Dankworth, that's what he wanted there, Catholic music. And then we finish off with Argent. What do you think? I said, great. So we did that in 1999, and by this time Colin Blunstone had been gigging in the UK with pickup pro musicians. He was in the audience, and Rod said towards the end of our Argent bit, do you want to get up and sing, Colin? So he got up and sang with us. He sang She's Not There, Time of the Season. It was a great gig, you can imagine it, it's a home crowd really, and Dankworth was there, and it was just perfect for him. 2 weeks later, Colin rings up Rod and me. He said, look, I'm doing these gigs, but the musicians keep letting me down, depping. Oh, I can't make that one, I'll put that keyboard player, and I can't make that one, the bass player. Will you do these 6 gigs coming up? So Rod said, oh, I don't know about that. He said, Hammond organs and stuff. I said to Rod, it's not like that now. He hadn't toured for years. I said, you've got the great module Hammond, you've got, great electric piano that sounds just like a Wurlitzer, and PAs, because we used to tour with our own PA Argent, ridiculous. So we do these 6 gigs. Rod has a ball, we all do. And so Colin asked Steve, my son, because he's used Steve on sessions, will Steve do it on drums? I said, I'm sure he will. When 1999, that was the beginning of this, which has developed 15 years later. Here we are as the modern day Zombies. 5 albums, 6 albums later. We're in the middle of a new one now, so. Well, we did, when we started touring, particularly in America and here, I would do a bit of a long soliloquy, is that the word? Before we did the time of the Odyssey and Oracle tracks, I would say, this is what it was like. Zombies only had 2 hits in the UK, in the USA, 3. They only had one hit in the UK. She's Not There got to number 12. But since then, Odyssey and Oracle's become legendary, and then we do those songs. That was 15 years ago. To let people know, because people didn't know. And because they knew me a bit from the Kinks, it helped to I get it. We still get it now. It's not the original members. Yes, it is. So that started it, and now Rod tells the story tonight, and we've worked around the world enough that people do understand, even to a modest degree. And we wrote new songs on each album. Breathe Out, Breathe In got great reviews in Rolling Stone, in Mojo, and we're still at a modest level, and it doesn't matter. It's because of the live performance, I think. When everything went not digital, what's the word, downloads and stuff like that, in my opinion, it made live performance that much more precious. And we'll go out and play in Poughkeepsie. We'll go out and play in, anywhere. We love it if they want us to play. And it's just like when Fleetwood Mac went round, Joe Cocker went round, everybody. You build it and build it and build it again. That's what we're doing. Before MTV, before stuff like that.